Oh, yeah.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Make a start on this Finance Strategy Management Committee meeting on Tuesday, the 22nd of October. This meeting is being recorded and it will be uploaded to Bill Town Council YouTube page. The aim is that decision making should be transparent and in the public domain, which will involve more of the community and local democracy. By being in this council chamber, you're consented to be recorded and for your images to be added to the YouTube. The images and sounds may be used for training purposes. Any views expressed are the speaker's own and not necessarily a reflection of the view of Biddulph Town Council. Please use the guidance on recordings and public meetings policy if you need more information. Thank you. First one on the agenda is apologies, please.
Thank you. We've got apologies from Councillors Salt, Brady, Yates, Hart and Hawley. And in terms of substitute members, Councillor Holdsworth is Councillor Hawley's substitute.
Thank you. One thing I forgot is a piece of scribble paper. So I have to use that. I've got one scribble paper for putting council names on. I want to speak.
Scribble paper.
Scribble paper for people who want to speak. Sorry, I forgot to pick one up.
I thought it was dribble paper.
Thank you. Thank you. Number 60, disclosable interests. Any peculiar interests or other interests at all declared? Not declared at the moment. If something pops up later in the meeting. Deputy Mayor, please.
I'd like to declare an interest as a committee member of the Biddulph Local Society.
Okay. To receive a presentation from PRISM in relation to cyber essentials. How are we doing that, Mr. Tom?
Well, he's,
Supposed to have a
yeah,
gentleman called Tom Southern there.
yeah, no, he sent his apologies. His childcare arrangements have changed. So PRISM, as you know, are the ones who are responsible for our IT. And Tom is our account manager and had talked to us previously about Cyber Essentials Plus. So Cyber Essentials, he sent me some information, but I absolutely understand if you want to get in here and have a conversation with him or you want me to find some further information. But Cyber Essentials is essentially a government-backed certification. And he's saying it's important as it can help protect us from different malicious attacks by ensuring that we have a modern infrastructure that's safe and secure. Cyber Essentials Plus brings confidence to not just the council staff and workers, but also the wider community of Biddulph. It means information and data is safe and secure, and that we're following best practice guidance as regards the use of people's data. You're holding yourself responsible and ensure that you're standard that means you shouldn't face any sort of cyber attack or breach. Cyber Essentials is a self-assessment questionnaire. And then Cyber Essentials Plus is the audit of that questionnaire, and PRISM are an accredited auditor so that they would do that for us. It gets updated annually if there are changes in technology or new threats. And each year the certification needs to be completed again if there are new ways and threats that are consistently being invented. As such, the benchmark changes each year as to what you're required to pass. It can help with your insurance policy. So if you need to pay out as a result of a breach, you can recover up to £20,000 if you've got Cyber Essentials Plus. It gives you peace of mind. And it says it's great branding as well. You can add a logo to the bottom of your documentation. So that's very nice. We like to collect logos, don't we? It seems like something that was worth some consideration. Unfortunately, because they change the requirements, there isn't a kind of self-assessment document that we can see to see if we do meet that. But if it was something that you felt you wanted to move forward with, obviously if they've got an involvement with this, there would be a quote for their time in order to do that. It's, you know, the whole world of cyber attacks and all that sort of stuff is not something I know an enormous amount about. So whilst I've got some confidence in PRISM as our provider and as a good and reputable organisation, I don't know whether there's more we could or should be doing. So kind of why I brought it to you, but as I say, unfortunately, Tom isn't here, so. Need to browse and back for last month.
Thank you on that one. Councillor Holdsworth, please.
Is this basic, is this basically telling us what we should do to protect ourselves and the council? Or is it various firewalls that can be put in to protect us? Or is it a mixture?
I think it's a mixture. I get the sense that if you do the Cyber Essentials questionnaire, that's one thing. But if you do Cyber Essentials Plus and they kind of then mark it for you, they will then fix any issues that they find. So they sort of test your system to see how vulnerable it is.
Keep the Russians out.
These days, we've got quite a lot of personal information, you know, all held very securely in line with GDPR. But you know, we've got historically, you know, on witness trust burial grounds that we dealt with, you know, deceased people aren't treated the same in GDPR.
Okay, good, thank you.
Thank you for that. Councillor Jones.
Thank you, Chair. Well, I'd just say, Sarah, I think what sort of cost are we talking about? Is it, if it's going to be a you know, a couple of £1,000 or a few £100, then I'd say let's progress it. If it's going to be £10,000, then we need to know a bit more about it.
I certainly don't think it's that much, but I will get a full.
I'd move that we just progress with investigating what the options are.
I'll second that, John.
I'll get a formal quote then.
Got a second, you're not on the committee.
Oh, yeah. Well, I can vote apparently.
Thank you.
So it's a Mickey Mouse world we're living in.
That's on the, oh, yeah.
Why don't you sub for Andrew? You can sub for Andrew, couldn't you?
Dream of it.
You're on this committee, yeah.
Well, not according to the minutes.
Oh.
He is on the committee. You told me he wasn't.
Yeah, well, according to.
Anyway, thank you. Councillor Wood.
Yeah, I mean, my view, I'd like to see the presentation, to be fair. And from my point of view, I'm not aware of what the programme is and what it does for us. And obviously, you know, we've got to protect ourselves from cyber attacks and whatever. I'm not against it in principle, but I'd like to see the presentation so we can ask the questions of the experts. So I'd like to move that we defer it to the next finance committee and hopefully get him
here in November.
get some quotes off him and then do a presentation.
Yeah, that's a better plan. I'll second that.
Okay, Councillor Jackson.
Just what sprung to mind was the amount of millions or billions of pounds that companies spent for the advent of the millennium bug that never appeared. You know, I think, yeah, we need to protect ourselves. We need to have all the doors shut so, you know, we can't be attacked. I also, well, who would attack us and why? You know, I mean, there's malicious stuff, I know.
Idiots would attack.
Well, yeah. But they can't be that much of an idiot if they can get into your cyber system, can they? So, you know, I would, as Chris said, I think I'd like to see the presentation and you know what the benefits of this is, and obviously what, you know, the potential costs are going to be.
Yeah. Councillor. Okay, thank you. Councillor Harper, then we move on.
Yeah, the only thing that I'm worried about really, or concerned about is our money safe? And that's the only reason I'd want to listen to these guys, is our money safe? Can they, a foreign person, if you like, and by that I mean outside of our town council, can they access our money?
These points can be asked. We've got a proposal in a second that we have to come along.
No.
But this is one of the points we can ask at the presentation.
I would have thought we'd have known actually, but never mind.
What do we do now?
Oh,
Thank you.
Yeah, because we've got individual logins for any of our bank accounts. And because we kept our finance regulations, basically, so it needs 3 levels of approvals to do anything. You know, we were very risk averse as regards that, because lots of town councils, it's easier to have a bank account that only requires two approvers. We kept ours at 3. So actually, in order to get into anything, you've got a very long-winded process before you're a registered approver. And then if you wanted to move any money, there's even more long-winded process to do that. So,
That's all I'm concerned about, that
yeah.
our money is safe.
Thank you.
bite me in the bum, but if it isn't, then I think something's gone seriously wrong with the bank.
Yeah. Is there any way we can get a guarantee from the bank? I'm sorry for messing this up. A guarantee from the bank or anything like this, if something. Because they've altered the amount of money now, haven't they, that we can claim back.
Yeah.
If it gets filched in some way. So I'm just, I'm very dubious about these things. Because I don't know a lot about them, quite frankly. As you can go.
It's good for points. No. Should make further inquiries on anything we're not sure on.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, that's just.
Which, I'll say, I think it isn't just money. I think we'd all be surprised, but certainly I think I've been shocked. If the right computer systems are hacked, what actually stops working? Everything can stop working. You know, we could actually paralyze it. Somebody could actually paralyze this council, knock out all your emails, knock out all your access to the banks, all that sort of stuff. You might even not be able to lock the doors to the town hall. I don't know how that's controlled, but it's that sort of stupid thing. You know, and if they get into like public transport systems, they can't run buses because they can't schedule the buses, they can't do the time scale. We are so computer dependent now in this day and age.
Yeah.
If it stops working, we're in trouble. So I think we should certainly investigate it. But as I say, I'll second what Councillor Wood said. I think that's probably a better strategy than what I said. So
Can we stick to paper?
let's have a vote.
Yeah. Yeah, we shall do that then. We ask them to come to the next meeting. Thank you.
We're having a vote.
Do we need one? Just all in favour? We've got a second, all in favour.
So in terms of the action, then I've got, the Councillor Wood has proposed that we'd like to see the presentation and we'll ask for some affordable quote as well.
Yeah.
Councillor Jones has seconded that.
All right, then we're all in favour. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Moving on to 62, further minutes of the Finance Strategy Management Committee meeting held on the 24th of September. These were approved and the 8th of October full council. You want me to go through them or just sign them as read?
Madam Chair.
63 accounts. Do the bank reconciliation for August 2024. All accounts attached.
What minute did you say we're in, so?
We're on number 63 now.
And before the health and safety policy.
Yeah, it's just a one-page course up for health and safety. Any queries or comments? Are all in favour?
I've got a few queries of the policies, but I'll have a word with Sarah.
Yeah, we'll come into those soon on the policies. Yeah, we're on the accounts at the moment. Proposer?
It's for the bank reconciliation.
Yeah.
I'll move that.
Propose, second, Councillor Jackson.
Yes, I'll second.
Yeah, the other side of it, I'm thinking. Move to second, you're all in favour? Yeah. All right, moving on to policies. To approve the following policies attached. So 64A. There are several on here on plant and machinery, the dates and a couple of others to go through.
Yeah, because as is always the case with these, so we've made any amendments. The amendments are as a result of changes in guidance or our practice. So, whilst obviously it's useful to read the whole thing, a specific change.
Yeah, the others are standing from before us. The chief officer says the red ones are alterations.
Which page is the plant machinery on, Chair? I could only see the date changes on this one.
17. It's 17.
17, thank you.
So I'll have to go through it. This is because I've checked it at home, so I'll have to find it.
Oh, yeah.
The change there is because we haven't got.
I was going to say, we haven't got to dig it up.
I know.
We just removed the records.
Yeah.
Probably training.
I'll propose that we approve this as read with the changes made.
Getting that.
All in favour? Thank you. Investment strategy on 64B. That's dates +1, that says.
Pretty well, we're on way.
We're on in investment strategy. That's the alteration of the dates +1 alteration in red.
Chair,
And it,
Look a second, all in favour? Okay. '64C, that's the dates and several on this one. Okay, and go through.
The values are given to us. Public contracts, regulations, procurement act, that's that's updated annually. I think there's another procurement coming imminent, a new document. But it hasn't been, it's been held up, so we'll just update you as and when that's.
these changes are stuff that's been handed down to us, that need to update. Okay, no problem with that.
if anybody else, I'd move that we accept them with the changes highlighted.
Good. Seconded by. Councillor Ward. Thank you. In favour? Okay. Moving on to 64D, that's the dates and only on that one on the winter policy. That's just the date for this year. There's no other alterations on that policy at all. Hope you've all read, but there's no alterations from the last one.
Yeah,
Councillor Sefton.
yeah, just a quick thought. With the coming changes to the front of the town hall, is that going to have any, because they are going to be responsible for that bit? It's all fenced off, it's going to have nothing to do with us anyway. I would imagine that will be their responsibility for them to look after. If it's slippery underfoot, it's for them to sort that out, and not us.
Yeah. Excellent.
Thank you for that.
Got a date for that?
Right.
Date for that, yeah.
Propose a seconder for this at all on the winter policy?
Yeah, I'll move it. Changes as
Seconded by
somebody else have a go.
Councillor Smith. Favour? Okay. Moving on to 64E, there's quite a lot in this in depth, and our chief officer would like to update us on this one, please.
Yeah, there's actually much to say on that, except that we've been doing some work. Mark's been doing a piece of work on accessibility of the website. So there is a new accessibility standard which came in October. So we've been making sure that we are compliant with the website with regards to that. As regards that process, we go over that, over the attachments that are included, over the pictures that are included, just to make sure that we can still, our documents essentially are still accessible to people with a variety of requirements. And then we are required to have an accessibility statement, the revised version of which you've got here. We are wondering about some more fundamental changes to the website, but we're kind of moving on those, and just to make it easier in the back of that to kind of manage that and keep up to date with these requirements for accessibility. So, we'll bring that to you another time, but as always, this is updated with the most recent legislation that makes this come.
Okay. Propose a second on that? Yep. seconded by our deputy mayor. All in favour? Thank you. Going on to some 65, consider disposal of any assets in line with the asset management policy and financial regulations. I don't think there's any at the moment, as well.
This time for a while, we're not disposing of anything or bringing anyone new to you for your consideration.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
65B then, approve approved suppliers and part policy.
There we go.
Nothing on that one?
New this time.
Good quick ones, thank you very much. That concludes the public section of this meeting. I'm ready to go into confidential now, but thank you, YouTubers, for watching us. We'll see you next time. Thank you.